What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, your host with the most. Y'all already know what time it is. I'd like to welcome you guys to the Black Cat Panther podcast. You are in the right place. Make sure as you come on in, you comment, subscribe. Let's get to the nitty gritty. The Carolina Panthers dropped 26 to nothing in a loss today suffered by the hands of the Jaguars, which won. Their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, was not even present. But that's to here to there. Let's get into it as we do. This video is about the Carolina Panthers owner taking his fury out on fans. There is a video that has been put out after the game, well, at the ending of the game. Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper is seen having an exchange of words backward and forth for the fan. And then as he begins to uh, walk off for a second, he turns around and slews a drink into the fan's face. The fan persists to try to climb the wall, but David Tepper takes off. And in doing so, I'm going to showcase that video and I'm going to put it out there. Here we go. For everybody who see, that's the fan right there climbing. Look, that's Scott Fitterer in the background. And as you see right here, you see him throw the cup and he walks off. Now be mindful. This is bad in so many cases because as an owner, throwing a temper tantrum and really throwing whatever drink you have on another person, let alone a fan that comes and pays money to these NFL games, is just downright unacceptable. And this is why the Carolina Panthers organization right now is seemingly going through the funk that is going through. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everyone knows that a fish rots from the head on up, head down, whatever way you want to say it. The Carolina Panthers are in trouble because just a couple of weeks ago, he was seen after a loss throwing a hissy fit as a kid, as a childish little man that he is, throwing a hissy fit. And the first thing he does, screams insanities, F words, F bombs all over the place. What does he do the next day? Fire the coach. And I mean, whatever seems to get under his skin, he reacts in that moment. And it's starting to be fluent. It's over and over and over. It's repetitive. To have an owner that's this disgusting is sickening for the fans because you pay your money to see a product, not to get a drink or whatever it is, beer or water or whatever it was, to be tossed on you by a billionaire owner. And it's the number one thing. Since you have been here, David Tepper, the Carolina Panthers have not won. Let's just put the facts, and let's put the facts of what they are. Let me tell you, it's been reported that he's been so inclusive. It's been reported that every step of the way of the organization, he wants to be hands-on with everything. He went out here, he picked the quarterback, he picked the coach, he picked the staff for the coach, which is unheard of. How in the hell do you expect to win in the NFL when you have the owner picking the coach, the quarterback, the staff for the coach? You didn't let the coach pick his own staff. You can't. It's a mess here in Carolina. You wonder why you're not winning, because you're too inclusive. You're doing too damn much, is what the old people like to say. This is a classic case of doing too much. And now we got you throwing drinks at fans, throwing hissy fits. A grown man in his mid-50s, early 60s out here throwing hissy fits every time something doesn't go his way. You're talking about the same guy that bought his boss's home, tore it down, and put a house upon it because he wanted to prove a point. Is the pettiness not now showing here in Carolina? The number one thing is this man right here brings an ounce of bad energy everywhere he goes. And it's seemingly whatever he touched, whatever sports franchise he is a part of, is going down along with everything that's coming along with him. And it's just bad energy. This to me, and I'm gonna go back to it because I want everybody to see. This to me reeks of poor ownership, it's poor decision making, and it's bad as an owner of the NFL. I pray that they find I pray that they find a great way to make sure that he understands that this is unacceptable. This is trash as an owner. You should not even be putting your hands no way next the fans. And I pray that they suspend him, if not for a year and indefinitely. That way, at least if he's away from the team, we could fix the team and get his ass out the way. I mean, this is so bad. And look at Scott Fitterer. He's standing there with his hands in his pocket. The least he could have done is say, hey, Mr. Tepper, relax, calm down. But what can you tell a billionaire owner who figures he knows everything? You're getting upset. Now, the owner, Shad Khan, should have something to say about this because you're in his stadium, in this billionaire stadium that he owns, and you throwing drinks at his fans because you lost a game off of a quarterback that you picked, off of a team that you helped melt down, that you just said in the papers was mostly your fault because we're not winning. You, sir, are a poor example of a leader, poor example of an owner, and you should have this team stripped of you. That's just to say the least. If I had it my way, I would have took this team from him a long time ago because that right there shows me an emotional wreck. He's a man that acts off judgment. He has no judgment. He just acts off pure emotion. And that right there is what you see week in and week out with the Carolina Panthers. Bad moves made off of emotion. And as long as this man is in there, I don't care what he said about letting the football people do football things. He is lying. As long as this man is in here, you will continue to see bad emotional moves being made by the Carolina Panthers because, like I said, a fish rots from the head down. And this guy is stinking up the entire joint. I didn't sign on this. I didn't sign on for this as a Panther fan, a consumer of this product that I spend great money for each and every year, each and every season, hoping and praying that I get a winning season. This is unacceptable, and I do not claim David Tepper as my owner. I love the Carolina Panthers, but I can deal without my owner coming out here acting like a jackass. So, shout out to everybody who's watching this. This has been your boy Dub Q. Make sure if you haven't done anything else, you comment, you like, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna talk about this a little bit more, man, because this is downright disrespectful. Let's get into it as we do.